brother. What's up? This is
One, two, three,
5 million years of blood, sweat and tears, working as one to make the threats disappear. Salvaging food and intrude with copper spears to landing careers as auctioneers and profiteers. After all this work, you'd think we'd get along, but that dude thought George Floyd was better gone. Just when you'd think we'd come so far along, the truth revealed the message clear and strong. Wolf cried the man, overpowered by the man with suit, ties and bands, had all the control. Still put his knee to his neck, the handcuffs weren't enough, he thought he needed his death. It's America's fault, created their own epidemic while the world's still dealing with a global pandemic, while the kids still struggling with their own academics, but they all still claim that they're real and authentic. Low-key, they're all hypocrites, using IG as a platform to signal that the level of care comes across as just a little bit BLM, but they didn't even consider it, damn.
If it takes more rights to see progress in the way higher powers deal with peaceful protest, then let the looters steal all the hatred from the hearts of those who disrespect a fella just because he's dark. Brutality fueled purely off melanin, those cops have brains made from water and gelatin. Chauvin for life sentence, yeah, I'd be clapping this. One less piggy off the streets of Minneapolis. It's time for these black lives to matter as much as ignorant cults rely on blood to splatter. Protest for progress, no rest till we know best. It's so messed that some human beings think that it's okay to go dressed in all white with a hatefully racial tendency. There shouldn't be such thing as any sort of supremacy. From Newcastle to Tennessee, change is what I better see. Spread knowledge and awareness to educate the enemy. This track's a tribute to blacks to distribute the facts about how police misuse the acts of violence on a man with a right to live, with the right to remain silent, cause this shit will never forgive. And it's not just in America, if you're indigenous they're not being very fair on ya. The year is 2020 and it's time to change plenty. Don't stop until the tank to feel racism is dead empty.